Previously on 4th and 1. We have zoomed through the first 2 weeks of the Chain Gang Conference's debut season, and if you thought the action thus far was great, you ain't seen nothing yet. Hold on to your seats, folks, because the most competitive matchups of the season are just around the corner. Before we dive into today's episode, let's get a quick recap of our conference standings as we approach our team's third games of the season. Leading the charge at the top is the undefeated Will C Wood Woodpeckers. Hot on their tail is Dr. Pepper U, marking their only other victory so far in the conference. As for the rest of our contenders, they're all still searching for their foothold in the W column. So you can say they're either tied for third or tied for last, depending on how you're feeling. But have no fear, with the conference season kicking off in mere weeks, be prepared for a lot more W's. Now, let's move them chains or get out the gang. The next episode of 4th and 1 starts now. We will start here with the Mustangs already down 14-0 to the Sam Houston State Bearcats, and Mike Myers can't force the ball into the end zone for 6, gonna have to settle for a field goal. Ensuing possession, the Bearcat QB is gonna take a nice lick from Mustangs number 46, Chad Jones. That's the true freshman corner on the blitz. 45 seconds to go in the half, and Myers again struggling in the red zone, incomplete here. Second down, Myers throws right, finds Steven Seward in the flat, gonna get wrapped up, and the ball is loose, picked up by the Bearcats, and there is gonna be no one to stop him as Sam Houston State quite literally runs away with this game all the way to the end zone. Final score in this one is gonna be Bearcats on top of the Mustangs, 52-3. Tuning in now to the Woodpeckers trying to extend their early season success over the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. Early on, these Colonels are all over this Pecker O-line as David Robinson gonna eat the sack and gonna have to force a punt. 3.5 to go in the first here, and a pitch to the right side. Couple nice moves, and that halfback is out in space and then turns on the hot, nasty speed to the end zone. We are gonna see a little miscue on the extra point. No good, that will make it 6-0. Later, another handoff for the Colonels, and the Peckers have stopped a couple times, but they just can't seem to wrap up, allowing the tailback to get into space and take off for another touchdown. 13-0 now, and the game scheme wasn't really a mystery from here. More speed on the edge for more points. David Robinson and the offense couldn't get anything going, and the Will C Wood Woodpeckers are going to suffer their first defeat of the season in rather embarrassing fashion, 59-0. Onward to a little in-state matchup for Carolina Tech, taking on the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Shout out to Tariq Cohen's alma mater. Pussycat possession now. Alston fakes a pitch, looks, and is going to be wrapped up by the Aggie defense on the sack. You saw both the D end and D tackle on the right side just coming through for the free hit. Oh no. You're thinking punt return touchdown, aren't you? As that's what we are used to seeing on this show. Well, Vegas would have cleaned house if you made a bet, because Sean Lumpkin is going to fly downfield and strips the ball out. The Aggies would fall on it, retaining possession. Oh no. I psyched you out with the first punt highlight. Surely I won't do it again, right? Fool you twice, can't put the blame on you. This time, Lumpkin is gonna pick this one up and finish the job himself, scoring the Carolina University of New Technology's first touchdown in school history. It only took them 3 games. On to the fourth quarter. Aggies up by 3 scores on the draw, right up the gut, and yep, go ahead and make it 4 scores for the lead. And that will do it in this one. Not as embarrassing of a final as most of their games, so find some merit in that. But 35-7, Aggies win over Coach Chris Owen and the Pussycats. On to the game of the episode as Dr. Pepper U is home at the Can, taking on the visiting Chattanooga Mocs. Coach Roa coming off his first win as a head coach over conference opponent Florida Tech just last week. 1 minute into the game, and Mocs QB is going to throw up a beautiful rainbow shot of a pass for an easy 7-0 lead. DPU's first play of the day. Colvin, play action pass, and right to the defense as the linebacker stayed well in his zone. Right to him, gonna be an interception. Not the start you want to see from Steve Colvin, as that would lead to a Mox field goal. 10-0 now, 2nd and 5. Colvin drops back, is hit, and the ball is on the turf, picked up by DPU. Next play, Colvin drops back, and the same linebacker who made the pick is going to continue his impressive defensive day, coming up with the sack. Colvin had time but couldn't find anyone open. Gonna have to take the sack on the stat sheet. 2nd down, still 10-0. Pitch to the right, back to the QB, and he's gonna run, delivers a mean stiff arm to the defense, and is gonna pick up a nice 1st down. Great show of athleticism by the QB. Later in the drive, 3rd and goal, play action. QB rolls out, can't find anyone, and pulls a sideways Orlovsky. Goes out of bounds, lost track of where he was on the field. That's gonna be another field goal off the mental mistake. A couple minutes later, and Chattanooga is on the goal line again. Fullback dive and touchdown. 20-0, and DPU needs a spark. And that spark's name is gonna be Ricky Bain, as he shows some impressive speed and gets DPU on the board here with a kickoff return for 6. What a special teams explosion from DPU. I personally didn't think Ricky Bain or anyone on this team had the speed to really pull this off, but kudos to them for sticking it out and running down the sideline, winning the foot race. Mox back on offense now. QB with a hand in his face connects down the field with the post route on an impressive diving grab by his receiver. I thought for sure that should have been picked off. It looks like it was about to, but the receiver made a great play on the ball. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, and capitalizing where Pete Carroll failed. Touchdown Mox. Less than 2 to go here in the half. Colvin on play action to the left, throws and finds John Richardson, who turns upfield, picks up a 1st down, and oh no, fumbles the football, and Chattanooga will recover. One of their players is a little shaken up, but we don't care. Mox driving again, play action to the flat, tripped up, and he will now cough it up too. But this one is also going to be retained by the Chattanooga Mox. On the goal line again. And if this was Philly, they'd be doing a whole lot of brotherly shoving. But it'll be a handoff to the back, who is going to be stuffed short.
I stuffed short.
And the Mox are going to go no huddle here. 2nd down. Another give to the back and stuffed again. No huddle. One more time. Another give, and he will finally find pay dirt here. We go to the half. 34-7 Mox. 3rd play of the 2nd half now. Colvin drops back, looks, sheds a tackle, and no, goes down again on the sack. You see him looking right, coming back left, showing some pocket presence with the athletic play, but the blocks don't hold. Back to the Mox. Play action, looks, fires deep, and his man's got it. Made the grab for 6 on the one-on-one 50-50 ball. Great catch. I bet right now a lot of you guys are wondering why this game was the game of the episode, right? Remember how we only show special teams for special plays? This time, it's the corner, Jason Wesley, running it back 97 yards for a touchdown. It is kind of sad to see that this is the scoring medium that the 23 flavors are really going with today. You really want to see the offense live up to its potential, but you'll take what you can get. Mox back on offense now. QB drops back, looks, fires, intercepted by true freshman Tyrone Scott. Normally buried at the bottom of the depth chart, does a good job of baiting the quarterback and sliding over for his 1st career pick. In the red zone now, Colvin drops back, fires, drop, no, caught! Jonathan Muhammad caught the pass off the drop from Ricky Bain and fell forward in for the touchdown. This wasn't even his pass. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time to catch the ball off the tip. Hold on, folks. Get your fours up. We're going to the fourth quarter now. DPU down by 20. Once again in the red zone, Colvin with split backs, gonna give it to Pete Oliver, takes it off right tackle into the end zone for 6. 2-possession game. Job's not finished. DPU under a minute to go. Colvin drops back, fires down the left sideline, complete to the best named player in the conference, Jeremy Fatiti. 35-yard completion for the 23 Flavors. No huddle here. Colvin pitches right to Oliver, who is brought down after about 5. But a holding call is going to back this one up 10 yards, make it 1st and 20. Looking at Coach Roa, you'd have thought that the ref just told Roa that Applebee's doesn't have any more Dr. Pepper. Got a little interesting there at the end, but Coach Roa will fall back below 500 on the season, 1-2 with the loss, coming at the 44-28 final score. No player of the game for this one, seeing as how we don't award losers on this show. If you want to be a player of the game, you have to win. And that'll be it for this episode of 4th and 1. I hope you had as much fun watching it as we had making it. As always, hit the like button, comment your favorite Chain Gang Conference team down below, as well as any predictions you have for the upcoming conference season. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever the next fresh 4th and 1 action is sent your way. Until next time, I'm Chain Gang Cheney, signing off.